This I'm streaming to Twitch. All right. Well, we'll see how my new upload rate works for Twitch.
Red, blue, and green.
Huh? Where?
You've got red, blue, and green buttons.
I do. I didn't realize it actually added those to those. I hadn't looked yet. Yeah. Did it only leave it for a little while?
I'm not sure. All right, hang on. I'm going to click blue now.
Yeah, it only leaves it for like 5 seconds. I'm gonna have to extend or leave it for longer. So, I've added some new things. So I found a cool program that allows you guys to control my life. So, but you can also do it here. Oh, it's only leaves it for seconds. It's not my. That's not gonna be my happy place.
Well, I'm going to see if the most important one works. Ooh, why do I have it? Why is there an echo?
Nope. Big Mouth's gonna muted the stream.
I don't have the stream open. I just have the chat window. Let me do this.
Look at some alert. I don't know which alert it did, but it did some alert.
Well, I haven't done anything yet, so it wasn't me. Not
I
my
didn't
fault.
do it. I could have swear I thought blinking red blue.
Jeez, Twitch is quick today.
I don't see a way to make them last longer. Kinda cool. There. Showed up there. I think the extra life command still not working. I do appreciate the $5 extra life feat. That is amazing and awesome. Add to your picture from likes.
So, my hey Glow. It's the Glow.
Is this the famous Glow from Nerdy?
Yes, this is Nerdy's better half.
But she had a different name. Something. Welcome. How you doing this morning?
Yeah, multiple Twitch accounts.
Oh, okay. Sorry, we're playing with our life. I'm sad it only lasts 5 seconds.
I'm Googling. I'm Googling!
So right now, purple, pink, blue, green, and red were. At one point, I think I can get
Okay. So there should be a little pencil, so I can tell you how to do this for commands. I don't have any alerts, so I can't tell you how to do it there, but for commands, there should be a little pencil on the right,
duration.
and then there's a delay thing. Not a delay, sorry, a duration thing. It might be the same on the alerts, I don't know.
So I can only push out to a minute.
Well, you know.
Then I have to go through and do it for everyone. That's going to be.
Yeah, it sucks that you can't set a global one, but like, guess it makes sense.
Yeah, how have you been? It's been a really long time since I've talked before. Some of that's been my own fault. Well, most of it's been my own fault. To be fair, I slightly disappeared for a while. I had some stuff going on, Glow. Had some stuff going on. Even though pink and purple really aren't that much different. Nerdy! A nerdy too. Alright, just to be fair, nerdy, I probably trust Glow more than nerdy. Throwing that out there. After reading my ear. I'm doing a lot better. It's not really been my health. I did have COVID in January. Again, because that's what I needed in my life. Pretty sad because it can't be nice in Red Dead Redemption 2. But can he be nice in Red Dead Redemption?
Because you kind of play a bandit.
You can be nice.
Very wrong.
You don't have to like shoot and kill people. The law doesn't like you very much when you do bad things.
Yeah, the game doesn't really give you an option to start.
Oh, I agree. Most of the interactions are negative. All right. See, now we're trying to get nerdy into here so he can start building things like this. But so far we haven't been able to entice him because he's got other stuff going on. This is some stuff I've been putting together. This is a ship that I'm currently in the process of working on building. Like, get out of here, pow, pow, pow. It's like I'm trying to say, well, you should be used to that. So go and Nerdy 2. This is dual universe. Everything that you see, well, like the elements, the elements like the wings and the stuff are all pre-made items. But everything, all the voxel work here is all player made. Everything you see is player made. Everything's is assembled by players, things like that. So all these ships are somebody has made them.
I want to show Nerdy the space truck.
Yeah, but the trees, like I can run into them, but you can't chop them down. And the other side too is that if I go here to the map, so this is the planet that I'm on. I guess that me and Pete are on right now. And then there's the planet that we're on, the 4 moons there. There's 2 more planets there. 2 more planets, another planet, 3 more planets, 2 more planets. So, and each one of the planets has multiple moons on it also. So you can fly and go. So, well, I don't know. I don't know if I should extend that offer to Glow because I don't remember her computer being the most powerful potato.
Yeah, let's not murder a potato computer.
This game murders power or murders potatoes. Yeah, it does work on GeForce Now, but you have to have a decent internet. It doesn't work the best on GeForce Now, but it works. We've already had one friend that has to upgrade his cooler on his computer to try and keep up. To be fair, the cooler that he put on his processor wasn't optimal. It was a Wraith on a AMD Ryzen processor, and it was the lowest end Wraith. So, which works, but it definitely runs warm. A lot warmer than I would be happy with. So currently, we're in the process of finding voxels.
Crap! This is not gone to plan. The space truck is on the dock though. Sort of.
Is it on the dock if it's sitting on top of my ship? Upside down? There you go. If you do ever play this game, Glow, you're probably the only person I would allow to have Baby Shark.
Yeah, don't know why it's flickering. The voxels aren't loading properly on it anymore. But yeah,
You have a hole in
I have a
your
truck.
ship too.
Yeah, the adjusters got moved. Look,
Oh.
I have a truck.
So we did this. Pete found the truck and he built that and made that his ship, and in the back of it, I don't know if you can see into the back. He's got some cargo boxes and stuff inside so that he can kind of carry stuff around and deliver things. Yeah. And then we come up with this crazy idea of having glider competitions, like the Red Bull Flu Tag. So I made him this little bitty truck. But it doesn't. These don't have any. They don't have engines. We literally drop them off the side of a cliff and they glide. Well, not this truck, but one like it, slightly different configuration. Glide what 5,400 meters. Get the forklift. This thing glided out to over 2,000 meters.
Crazy.
It's actually funny that the at went further than this guy did. Mostly because it doesn't get a lot of the lift from these. It's just that it was made to be funny. Yeah, it doesn't glide very well, but it does glide. And then this is we have this one, but this one's spoken for. We're waiting for the friend that has the Ryzen. So this ship will be his when he shows up.
Oh, so he's missed the thing. Oh well.
It's the thing.
He missed seeing space truck.
Ah.
But it's okay. It'll be in the VOD, and I can link him to the VOD. Thank you,
So
Punk, for
then,
showing the space truck on stream.
yeah, and then this is the factory that builds all of our a bunch of elements. So we're in the process of building a much larger factory.
And that's what I call high quality H2O.
Oh, okay. So I think go there. So the problem is I can't connect XSplit to the blinky light stuff. Oh, well, that's not going to be helpful. Sorry, I'm just playing with the new thing. It's a new toy. this is supposed to work. Oh, okay, there's. Okay, maybe. So once I can get this thing to work, if I can get it to work correctly, I have some more lights, some more LEDs. The whole point, like I was like, I can put LEDs up and stuff, but like, I want a reason for them to be there. Like I don't want to just like coat my room in LEDs. But if it, does all to do things, then. See, do that. They only let me alive to turn it to a black light. I have to look into all this stuff later, figure out. So what it is I found there's more stuff, right? So basically the stream live, stream offline, like I can have it do different things, which isn't really helpful for you guys because then if I go stream live or stream offline, that's great for me and the other people in the room with me. Nobody else in the room with me. The doggos, I guess. Not that they need to know when the stream's over. They somehow know. But this will allow me to a bunch of different crazy stuff. To stream follower, subscriber, bits, host, rate, hype train started, hype progressed, hype train level progressed, hype train ended, poll started, poll progressed, poll ended, prediction started, prediction progressed, prediction locked, prediction ended, goal started, progressed, goal ended, category changed, and also flip. So we can actually change a flip. Here, let's flip. So that way, different things happen. The problem is I've only got so many different things I can do with it right now. I'm trying to find out if it works and how to get it set up correctly, so that we can chicken with the head cut off. Basic. But yeah, but it's just some more interactions, and I'm happy with the way it's kind of working. I'll get the old system going again. So for the most part, really important stuff. Except for sodium lomo and sodium always thought. So all right. But yeah, so the way this works is you run in here, you put deposit ore in here, the raw ores go into here. Once the raw ores go into there, they go up here. These transfer units basically connect down there to those, and bring that ore up here into the individual boxes here. And then these individual boxes then hold the ore for these to figure out what to do with them. All right, so this is tier 1s and then tier 2s, tier 2 ores. They go down there to these boxes. From those boxes, they come back up and get alloys made out of them, or different items made and stored in these boxes in the box factory. And then they go up. Then they bounce back to there. Then they go up to the next area. Then they start they're making programming board, screens, and engines, all kinds of crazy stuff. So this is all like fuel being made over here. This is like LED glass back here. We have plastic being made over here. And this is all plastic over here. Plastic. Lots of plastic. This entire area here is nothing but it's uncommon electronics. So this is all uncommon electronics. Trying to produce enough of them to actually, power the base to enough to try and get enough of these things made. Because some of these things take literally hours to make. Go up here, look at this guy here. It takes 6 hours, almost 7 hours to make one. This takes 90 minutes. This would take 6 hours or 7 hours to make that. This guy takes 12 hours to make one of those storage boxes. This would take 6 hours, 7 hours to make one of those. right.
So yeah, I'm seeing if someone can do me a good deal of
What's that?
doing seeing if, doing a deal with Gotcha on Steel. Dude's got like 7 alts.
No, I believe it.
Great. Oh, you need so many alts for this game.
Well, yeah. Until you get, if you're trying to really be a manufacturing freaking magnet, then yeah, you need, especially when you first start out. It's just so. When you first start out the game, end up having the skills are kind of funky. So your talents, in order to be able to get things to work well, you need to have a bunch. So the talents in here. So like I'm right now putting stuff into proficiencies, so that I can actually use the equipment. So even to, if I go in here, an advanced refiner, right? If I hit F on it, like I can open it, but until I get tier 3 of refinery proficiency, I can't even open this thing. So that is and that's just to be able to open it. So in order to open an advanced honeycomb refiner, I have 3 more hours, right? To open assembly M, I've got 8 hours and 20 minutes, but I have to get to this first, right? Same thing with smelter. So some of the stuff I made for a while, but I'm slowly trying to get through all of it to make sure that when I do need the advanced ones, I have it. But like even having these, right? So, but that's just to use it. Like if I want to go here and go chemical efficiency, right? So this is -2 crafting time for all chemical industries, -2 crafting time for medical industries, right? And then some of these you can see it take you several days just to get to the maximum level. And then there's just skills upon skills. You gotta go through. I at least got all my honeycombs out. Take a small detour. Good old fuel. Is that
I can't math at this hour of the night.
oh, that's good.
I was thinking, oh, all right, well, God's gonna have it done, in 18 minutes. I better get my ass moving. Don't want to keep him waiting. No, I'm getting 18,000 cubic meters of light gray steel panel, and at a rate of 100 per minute, it's not 18 minutes. It's 180 minutes.
Yeah, it's gonna be a little longer.
So yeah,
The question is, do you have enough to be able to carry all?
Oh,
You get to be max.
So I will be taking the ag ship back out. Actually, no, because I can put a cubic meter as a kiloliter, right?
Not sure.
Or cubic meter, rather. Or a liter. Oh god, my brain's not
So-
functioning right now. Fellow metric user, Kineso, question. 1 cubic meter of honeycomb is it 1 liter, right? Having brain failures. Next thing you know, he appropriately responds with, "God damn it, Peter, I've just got here and you're asking me to do asking me questions? Jeez."
1 meter cube is around 10 liters, it says.
Ag ship it is. Well, I'm glad I spent money on that.
Wait, math. Now you get the math answer.
Neither do I. It's great. Well, either it will fit in the space truck or it won't fit in the space truck. But either way, I'm just gonna take the action.
You always take the ag shift, put the space truck on top of it.
It's 1 liter?
Yeah.
So that means 18 kiloliters. That will fit in the space truck. So I can space truck. This is getting worse.
It's like a political conversation.
No, it's more like Americans trying to decide how not to implement metric.
Yeah.
I'll quickly. I think I've got a bit of. Hang on, let me. Cause yeah, I ordered 18K of light grey steel panel from. Gotcha. Oh yeah, so are we gonna mention the thing that's happening that we're preparing to do yet on stream, or is we gonna leave that to be a surprise for when it happens?
I'm surprised as to what we're talking about. Plum, I need more things to spend my points on. Maybe doing game stuff. Yeah, I don't have a lot of stuff for points. The problem with in-game stuff, that, like, I know some people offer, like, blueprints. I don't have any blueprints to offer that way. The other problem I would have also is that using channel points to buy blueprints is a gray area.
It's a little more than grey.
So
Because it is a real world currency.
yeah,
It
well,
is
it's
technically
not.
points on Twitch.
Yeah, it's not.
It's not a
It's
currency. Sorry, you go.
how about some of those little electronics? Yeah, the problem is anything that any currency I use to purchase stuff in the game is technically against the terms of service and the EULA, right? So if you can spend items outside of the game, and that causes me to give you something in game, then that is not good. That's a way for my account to be banned and your account. And I'm very, very careful skirting around when we start getting close to that border, right? So I originally asked them if we could have basically give shipped away for charity donation. Cannot do that. The closest I can get to that is if, like, say, money is donated to Extra Life, or we hit certain goals or something like that. Then I can give our opener raffle, and basically at that point say, hey, anybody that's here is more than eligible for the raffle. But there can't be any monetary requirement to the raffle, if that makes sense. So, like, I can't charge you channel points. I can't charge you a dollar amount. I can't say this raffle's only open to only open to people that have made only open to subscribers, or only open to, because as soon as I start saying that, like, you have to be a subscriber to enter the raffle, I'm basically charging you money to give you stuff. If that makes sense. So it's, and I know it's all, it's like middle gray to very dark gray territory, about doing charities and, raffles and, who I open what to and things like that. But it's one of those things that the big problem is I obviously worry about my account, because I would be very sad if my account got shut down, seeing how it's a lifetime account. It would make me sad, because it cost me a lot of money. So I have a lot to lose from that. Not to mention the fact that I would feel horrible if somebody else's account got shut down because I did something. You know what I'm saying? Especially if it's something I know is wrong, and then I do it for somebody else. Like, you could probably get away with using channel points, do it. But before I do something like that, I need something official from NQ that says that is okay. But I wouldn't have a problem doing it. And I've already pestered them enough about that stuff, so I'll wait a little while before I ask that question. So, but right now, I have caused internal discussions at NQ between the customer service departments and the HR departments and the marketing departments and probably the leadership. So I have a feeling that I have been mentioned in to very high level people in NQ because I asked some very, very pointed questions, trying to do some stuff. So, because, like, honestly, the balloons that you're building, I would love to give those to Extra Life donors, but I can't make that requirement. And I have to be careful, like, even how I freeze giving those away, to make sure it's not ever limited to only it's not limited to only subscriber or only Extra Life donor. Even though that's the entire purpose of those things. Eventually, I'll get slowed down. Instead of catching. I was hoping to be able to get out of the atmosphere. I just use age.
Okay. That's all my ore collect.
So for those that don't know what I'm doing right now, and the reason I've now cut my shifts off, or my engines off, I have this cool thing on top of the ship called a anti-gravity generator, which is that blue thing in the front. That's the glowy thing there in front of the box. And what it's done is it's created a singularity, pretty much around itself. And that singularity drops the gravity around it. As long as I'm going slow enough, it drops the gravity down to basically zero, so that my ship becomes weightless. And at that point, the ship will just hang out and die. Which is awesome, very helpful of it, especially when I'm trying to lift heavy weights off the thing, like all of my honeycomb. So it'll take us a little bit of time to get off the planet, but we'll keep going. Gives me time to get through this.
I forget that I'm muted a lot of the time. I was gonna just quietly go, hey, Kenisa, how's that flatbed going?
Okay.
Just totally want to set up the radar script on it. It's one of my many side projects that I'm looking forward to completing.
Because that's going to split. It's not going to. That medium mess with that there isn't going to do nothing.
What's going through what?
Oh, I'm working with XSplit as extra life, so it won't trigger it.
Yeah. So the extra life message when I did the donation earlier, that was that was TabBot, right?
I believe so, yes.
Well, I could probably look into their API for it and see if I can just have TabBot understand the API and just feed stuff into it.
Well, I don't want you to have to. I don't know how long that path is.
Well, now that I have access to the developer docs, because I know where it is, which is always handy. Give me about a minute to answer that question.
Okay, so it works that way. So it does work through Streamlabs. Work through Streamlabs, not do that. So I wonder if it's better to So basically, what the way this works, and I know it's hard for you guys to see this stuff because I'm not showing it to you. But what I'm using to do the light, right? And right now it's just that light. But there's a whole list of lights that work. Like Philips Hue, Toya, like a whole bunch of LED stuff. Most of the Corsair stuff, things like that. And the way it works is it's called Lumia Stream. Let me go get a webpage for you guys. It's not sponsored or anything. If they want to sponsor me and give me a sub. So that is right. LumiaStream.com. And basically what it allows you to do is control, and there's a whole product page of like Hype Rate, the Steam Deck plugin, Touch Portal. It combines with Amazon Alexa, Home Assistant, Pulsoid, Voice Mod. Okay, nobody actually called you.
I'm not sure.
Yeah, I know you're not sure because nobody actually. I just said your name and you woke up. See, so Twitch extensions, WebSockets, text to speech, does all kinds of stuff. And then there's all kinds of commands that you can do with different lights. You can even have, if you have multiple lights, you can have different lights do different things. I have a box I bought. I was looking at last night. So I think I gotta get a new controller for it. But I can basically put lights on the front of my wall up here that kind of, in front of me. That hopefully should cause the entire screen to turn different colors. I think I have to get a different controller for those. And then it'll be able to work. But they have all the Nanoleaf stuff, Light, Philips Hue, Light effects. So all those, the little hexagon and the little triangle lights and all that stuff that you see sold on Amazon everywhere all the time, those are all there. TP Link. All the, like the Elgato Stream Decks, the Elgato ring lights, the Elgato strip lights. Some of these are more expensive than others. Magic Home. So I'm looking at buying a Magic Home Wi-Fi controller or a LED controller. It's like $10 on Amazon. So I'm gonna buy one of those and basically see if that controller I can run my my LED lights with that. And then if I can do that, then actually. You go ahead and order it. I'm gonna play with it this weekend. It was one of those things that like I didn't buy some of the stuff already just because I was waiting to see kind of whether the stuff would work or not. And so far it is.
So to answer your question, it would take me probably about 30 minutes total
Okay.
to do the Lumia Stream Extra Life thing on a tab bot.
Well, the other
I
side
actually
too
have
is
an API thing.
okay. So basically, I would just have to. Well, would you have to? Because I'd have to integrate it, right?
So what I would do is I would add a spot for you to add an API key from your copy of Lumia Stream.
Oh,
You would
into it.
go and you would enter the key from your copy in Tab, and then Tab would talk to your local copy of Lumia Stream.
Okay. Yeah. See, the only problem with this rabbit hole, Pete, is then if you do that, then it's going to go deep down the rabbit hole, Pete.
Well, you know,
because nothing we ever do is simple, and that's what I'm worried about.
where's the fun and simple?
Well, I'm fine. I you know, and it's definitely it's your choice and your decisions. But I don't want to sign you up for stuff.
I'm not
Like-
saying it's going to happen in the next 48 hours. Just,
Yeah.
it would be quick.
So because at that point, with some of the other stuff that's in there too, like I would almost want alerts for the shout outs, stuff like that, you know what I'm saying? But then the problem is
So long as you link... Okay, so from what I understand of the docs, it treats the Twitch viewer point system as commands.
okay.
So, alright, let me switch windows. I've got a lot of things open. According to this, its types of commands are chat command, Twitch point, Switch extension, and then there's another one. It also has an events system which I can listen on. And
So-
that'll give you know, when chat commands have been triggered, you know, and other things, and I should be able to listen to those.
So here's a stupid question that make this a whole lot easier. Because I have the ability to just make commands in there, right? So for the chat bot and stuff like that, I have just commands. I can somebody can just go in here and go red, and then it turns my light red. Right? It leaves it red for a minute. Would this be as simple as me making a command that said tab shout out and then causing it to do something, and then tab, streamer, or tab, this, and it does something?
So let me ask you a question. Do you want everyone else to be able to type these commands in and make them do something?
Well,
Because remember, if you make them commands that anyone can type in chat, people will type them.
oh no, I completely agree with that statement. But I can, if I make them an actual command, then I can restrict it to mods. So if I go into Streamlabs and make it an actual command, the only problem is that I wouldn't want it to be an actual command. If that makes sense.
Exactly.
Because
I can just set up TabBot to listen for events. I mean, hell, I'm pretty sure I can
that's right.
to Streamlabs and Stream Elements anyway.
Well, I can restrict the commands in here to where it would only work for Yeah, mods, VIPs, tier, like so. Mod user level, user, mod, VIPs, tier 2 sub, subscriber, follower, and so I can restrict the command to mods in Lumia Stream.
Well, however you want to go about it. It's just, how about this? You figure out what you want, and then you figure out how you want it to be implemented, knowing
Yeah.
that I can't just write code. I mean,
Yeah,
I have
it's
power.
whatever's easier for you, honestly, or whatever you think is the better option.
So,
But
honestly, I need to test, the events on this actually, and I'd have to basically sit here and have Tab throw some information at me live to, based on
yeah,
events generated on a stream to see what it gives. Because, I mean, it says that I'll get chat commands, events in chat, event alert, and event state, whatever that is, and where the event came from, whether it came from Twitch or came from, Streamlabs or Extra Life,
well, yeah. The question is trying to see what would happen or how you feed it into it. And then the other problem that I'm worried about is because the way the thing's set up is
So
whether
how I feed back to it is I have the ability to listen to events from it. So it would push events from sources aggregated into it. Then it from its API access, I can call commands, I can send messages in chat. Oh no, I can receive messages from chat. I can receive messages from chat. Hold up. Yeah, I can send commands, I can set light colors. I'll send light colors, I can send brightnesses, TTS. Apparently there's a chat bot.
yeah, there's. I
Oh
think
yeah,
it has it.
send
Yeah.
and I can send an alert. Ooh. Excuse me a minute. Oh, I want to find the documentation for this.
See, I told you, rabbit holes. I get some weird idea in my head, and then poor Pete signed up for freaking months worth of work again.
It's not months worth of work.
I know I exaggerate. But I've been actually wanting to do that for a while, because I was like, I can get all these like weird like LED strips, and you can buy LED strips really cheap now. But like having them just in the background on twinkling, or having a screen in front of you that flashes, to me isn't. I don't know. It's not that good. So
I can catch when there's, or tell it to do alerts, or trigger specific alerts when there's followers, subscribers, bits, hosts, rates on Twitch. We're gonna skip YouTube and Facebook. Streamlabs, donations, merch, redemptions.
basically, you can trigger all the.
So the real question is, does XSplit have an API?
It does.
Because maybe what we need to do is get, as if we're going to go down this rabbit hole, is basically attach both Lumia Stream and XSplit to tab, and then complete the unholy Triforce.
Well, yeah, and the problem is,
Like
is
that.
a lot of people don't use XSplit because it costs money. And that's really what it boils down to. But when I first started streaming, you know, 7 years ago, when I built my computer, OBS and my computer didn't get along at all. Like, we're not happy with each other. To the point that like loading OBS on my computer would completely max my CPU out and it would just break me. I'm sure if I went now and went back to OBS, it would be fine running on my video card to do all the encoding and everything. I'd be fine. But I paid for a lifetime subscription of XSplit. I've been using XSplit the entire time, so it'd be kind of silly for me to start over on OBS just because I could. And it would make integrations and stuff like this a lot easier. But like I understand why it's not an integration. But it would be interesting to see if you get kind of the same stuff. And I think this stuff is all I wonder if you could look at the stuff for like OBS and then basically just connect it to XSplit. Because XSplit and OBS are made by the same people, right?
Don't know. Hold up.
Or they used to be.
How in the flying fuck do you create plugins for XSplit? Like, okay. I gave Lumia Stream shit for having a single link for their dev page buried down the bottom corner of their site.
Yes.
I can't even find fucking documentation to how to use the software, let alone a dev link.
Yeah, there's not a lot of information on XSplit, unfortunately, because and what information there is buried under the OBS and slobs and everything else.
Like, just fucking where and how? Support pages?
And I've never looked for the API data, but I know it's got an API.
Well, it has a plugin store.
Yeah, there's a plugin
Hopefully
store
this
that has
isn't
that.
some closed wall ecosystem that
You have to pay some ridiculous money to get into. I don't think it is because most of the stuff on the plugin store or all of it's free. I don't know if there's any paid plugins for it.
on the extreme off chance that anyone happening to be viewing the stream or anyone who happens to be watching a VOD or watching on YouTube knows something on the subject of XSplit plugins. It's extremely unlikely, but if you do,
I have a chat with
Let us know.
support frickin' link.
yeah, this is a how-do moment. Like, how-do? Oh, hang on. Is it buried in the forum?
Morning, we were having a conversation on stream. Chat is currently unavailable. Okay, that's not.
Twitch does.
Good morning, we're having a conversation on stream about API for XSplit, possibly make a plugin for it. Could you please help us find documentation API and how to get started? It says, hello, live support is currently unavailable. Oh, it's Saturday, that's why.
I think
Message will
I
get back.
found my answer, and I
Not happy with it.
JavaScript.
It's written in Java?
No, but the plugin system is JavaScript.
So that makes Pete really happy. So if it's one thing Pete loves, it's JavaScript.
Because,
So we've gone down a deep rabbit hole this morning.
okay. Plan B. Because so far it looks like I would need to implement a JavaScript plugin to expose XSplit to with an API so that tab could connect to it, so that I could feed events over. Instead, which do you use, Streamlabs or Stream Elements?
Yes.
I take it you use both.
Yes.
Well, it would still be far easier for me to implement both of their REST APIs. And do it that
Streamlabs
way.
is chatbot usually is the one I have open.
Right, but like, which one handles your alerts?
I think Stream Elements does.
Because that's the one I'd want to basically plug into for alerts. Then, yeah,
Passengers immobilization starting. Warp sequence initiated.
Yeah, I believe Stream Elements. Dude, I set that thing up so long ago. I probably should go through all the Stream Elements and
alright,
all that
so
stuff and
Stream
then I'll set up
Elements.
again.
Stream Elements has an API. Whoa. I need OAuth 2
Warp
and
sequence
WebSocket
completed.
with using OAuth 2.
Passengers released.
Then
Shot me 13.8 kilometers out.
ah, cool. Oh, you heading out there? Yeah, I'm gonna be a while longer because I'm waiting for the Oh yeah, this was the thing I was gonna ask if we're gonna mention on stream yet.
No. I don't know. I'm heading out there, so I guess so.
So, we got a warp beacon.
Well, Pete has a warp beacon.
Well, yes. But as far as I'm concerned, we have a warp. Apparently, I can trigger actions on overlays. I don't really know if I can trigger anything else, but I'll have to tinker with this and let you know what I can actually do with it. Because yeah, if I can forcefully trigger your extra life notification via tab when it happens,
Yeah, because Tab
that
does a lot better at seeing that stuff happen.
you know, tab does a check regularly. Great. Truck is roughly loaded in. I'm pretty much just finishing up at base before I then load myself into the ag ship and with the truck on it, fly over to Gott's place and hang around till it's time to collect the order, and then it's going out to there. Everything's not really lined up yet. Oh, and I've got to pick up a blueprint alignment tool because there's no landing pads yet. Haven't placed them. But yeah, so you can grab 4 space cores out of the VMAX, and
Find out where
those.
started. Best part about building space factories? No taxes.
But yeah, so I'm probably going to start building my stuff a bit further out. That way I can keep them a bit apart for the render distance. But yeah, so you
I'll
said
build mine out
13
further.
kilometers. Sorry?
I can build mine out there.
Well, it's up to you. I mean,
Because if this is going to be the place where everybody comes to hang out, like building the factories like on top of it's not going to be nice.
well, yeah, I mean. But yeah, I'd say we keep the 10 to 20 kilometer band clear. And, as I said, all I plan to have. Sorry?
Spacewalking.
It's the bottom cargo hub, by the way. Because yeah, all I plan to have up here is a couple of VR points and a respawn point, the beacon, and the particle pickup, so that everyone has a particle location out here. Wow, I can't anything today. Did you grab your 4?
You grab 2.
You could have taken a 4. There were 4 allocated to you.
I know, but I'll start with 2.
Well,
It's gonna take me
Yeah.
forever to fill up 1.
well, I bought 2 extras. That way, the other 2 have 1 each should they choose. So they can have a starting Space Corp. I figured that was a good choice.
Well, we have ridiculous amounts of like small and medium ones too.
Space Cores.
Yeah.
We have Space Cores?
Yeah. I found them in the factory.
Right, I
Or-
need to visit there and pick up a bunch of stuff as well, because that's the other thing that's going to be there is the honeycombs.
I've taken a lot of it back.
Back to your ship where you're with you now, or back to base?
I brought all of my honeycomb with me. I may not have brought any container up to it.
So what you're saying is, I should bring some stuff.
I think I may have forgotten to bring container hubs. So this is gonna get on.
I will put my other box back on the ag ship, and I will. Actually,
Well, if you-
I will just.
Figured I'd bring all the honeycomb up. And once I get the honeycomb up here, then I'll start bringing the equipment.
Yeah.
Uh,
But, like, do you have storage containers to put it in?
yes, I have a few.
Okay, but you forgot the cargo hubs to link them.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure there's some in my VMAX.
yeah, I gotta turn around.
Well,
I brought
yeah.
23 expanded XL containers and 29 XL.
Put that up in the ag.
So how far out? I just need to be outside of render distance, right?
So as far as I know, you warped in what, 13k?
Yeah.
So let's keep the 10 to 20k band clear. So you're at what, 21-ish?
Yeah.
So that's fine. But yeah, we want to keep render distance clear. That way, no one lags anyone else. Because that means, we've got a bit of space around each of us that we can expand. We're not going to lag each other. And, we
Yeah,
can
honestly,
create
once you
our
get
own
out
little
here,
minefield.
20, 30 kilometers isn't that far in space. Especially since you just power up, get up to speed, and cut your. I do need to make some changes to ships, though, so that I have up, down, left, right movement.
Have you not got...
No.
There is also space engines in the VMAX. So you can correct that.
Yeah, I just need to find where I can put them at. I may be able to put them up in the front in the nose. I just need a couple pointed down, a couple pointed up, left and right, just so I can help.
Alright. I have 2 pots on the ship, one for which I'll store my stuff, and one for which I'll store your stuff.
Yeah, I figured I'd bring the containers up first, and I do have it making more containers. But I grabbed, well, I didn't grab all the, maybe I did grab all the extra large, let's say.
Yeah, let me know how many hubs you grabbed, or rather just grab them all if you want, and let me know how many you've grabbed, and I'll sort it out down here before I leave.
Yeah, I should have 20 or 30 of them. At most, I need like 6.
Where did I put the rest? Oh, right, it's in the truck. Yeah, so I gotta pop over to your base, grab hubs, put in, and put in, you know, my box or whatever count you take for VMAX. I've got to go over to the factory and grab honeycombers and whatever extra machines I need to run the stuff at the center bit. I've got to go to
Honeycombers on me.
Yeah, but I need other machines too.
See if I actually have.
I've got a lot of machines I need to get. Fortunately.
Yeah, so I have 4 basic refiners, 2 blast furnaces, 114 basic controllers. Oh, I have 4 container hubs.
Do you still want to grab the 6? Or grab 6 or so, and I'll just, you know... That way you've made sure you got enough.
Yeah, because I have a handful of large containers.
Yeah, because... actually, could you chuck a couple of honeycombers in the VMAX? I don't think I've got any there. Because I've only got 4 on me, and I need... And I need 7.
What? You need 70?
7.
What's the 0, my
I don't know.
friends?
I don't think I've got honeycombs in there. You're out of range.
Get that close, I was scared.
Oh, I mean, it doesn't matter if you end up, you know, bumping the ship, it'll just... So how many did you grab?
Just grab the flip. I don't think I was that far away. Got out of range.
I thought I had more than 4 there. Alright. Well, that's fine.
That's more than enough work, right?
Yeah.
I mostly just wanted to be able to set a couple of fairly large boxes up just so I can put stuff in.
Yeah, if you throw in a couple of honeycombers, then that would resolve my Well, that's more than a couple, but okay then. Guess that works too. Yeah. So, aside from bringing up cargo hubs, anything else I need to grab from down here while I'm...
If you need the recipes for the honeycombers, probably want to grab those because I didn't bring those with me yet.
I have already purchased. So when I got back last night to Aelioth, my first stop was Market 6.
Well, my next trip, I plan on bringing all the all of my schematics up. It's my plan.
So yeah, we got tired of planets, we're going to space.
Pretty much.
But yeah, so the platform for with the beacon is going to be able to refine and produce everything needed to make the honeycombs, and it'll have boxes to stock all the honeycombs. So, and then in the near future, I will write the script that I discussed with you to stock combs. So we will have production of, what am I looking for? What did I come here for? Hubs, that was it. Ah, I see your box of containers contains dynamic properties.
Yeah, I've tried to get rid of it. They don't like it.
Gives me a chance to test a theory I've had.
There's lots of dynamic properties that I'm trying.
No, damn it. So where do you store the container hubs?
Could have been in the container box, or the elements box, or it could be in the up on the landing platform.
Okay. Yeah, this dynamic properties thing is a problem.
Yeah.
Alright, so if I grab 4 to put back in the VMAX, do you want me to grab any additional ones or just
You can just grab most of them.
what and just bring them up? So I suppose the question is, before your next trip back to this place we call, currently base, current base, do you think you'll need more hubs than you have?
I think
Okay.
I have more than enough.
Do you mind if I nick 5 XL containers?
Still there. Pretty much the ones that are on me.
Or there's 29 here. And 5 would mean I have plenty of storage for things.
I didn't realize I had 29 there, or I would have grabbed it. But no, if you need them, go for it.
Well, I will make the right box the linked one, and I'll bring the rest to you. So if I grab 5, you'll have 24. So.
Well, I have 30 XL containers, and I have 23 expended mixing XLs.
Nice. I'm just gonna fly the ag ship over because I've got to go here. Done the honeycomb. The honeycomb is in, so I don't need to go to the factory that's being disassembled. Or if you already finished disassembling the factory.
Most of the stuff is disassembled already. The only thing that's really left is the just a bunch of ores. The whole bot or the 8 frickin' XL boxes in the back that are full of shit.
Yeah.
I might end up having to. This is mad because it's attached to it.
Your block. Fire.
Space coordinate deployed.
Oh, you got a cool pop-up when you deployed yours. That's nice.
I have 23. Oh, you may have disabled those at some point.
Well, in order to turn that off, I would have had to have got it the first time. And I never got it. Which I thought was fun. But yeah, no, that's cool. I see how it is, game.
Just think you're a jerk.
Well, I mean... bucks for parking. Alright, I'll bring up the rest of your Excel boxes for you.
Or Excel boxes?
Yeah, you have more Excel boxes. I was gonna bring them up for you, like I said, document. Do I need to go back over what I said before? Because if you need me to, I can.
Oh. About bringing the boxes up? Or do I need more
Yeah.
stuff?
No, I said, I was gonna nick. Oh, these are expanded basic container XLs.
Ooh, definitely bring those.
Yeah, so I didn't realize that. I thought they were plain XLs, so I've nicked 5 of those. I'll bring the remaining 24 up for you. Cause yeah, that was just sitting in your landing platform storage.
Oh. See, this is the problem with having too much good stuff. You don't know what all you have.
I'm checking your dynamically messed up storage box. See if there's anything else. No. Alright, any requests while I'm at your base for stuff to add into the pickup pile before I...
Mostly I'm just worried about getting the containers up here for now. Once I get the containers up here, then I can worry about just mass transporting stuff up here.
Right. So yeah, I'll bring your containers and your hubs up to you, and
which is going to rapidly suck because I'm going to need all of the work cells.
well, we have 500 currently produced.
Cost me like 200 to fly out here. Loaded.
Well, you want to make sure you're well loaded. Because yeah, it's and if we need to do crazy things like, you load up a ship and then sort of while you're asleep one evening, I, slow boat the ship out there, I do not mind.
Well, yeah, it was only 50 SU, so it's not that bad. So what I may do is I may do some crazy stuff where I use the ag ship to its fullest capability. Kind of do like when we moved last time, where we just take the ag ship and completely overload it, and then just see how much, because and honestly, with that being a slower pace, depending on the internet, is something we can do other time.
Okay. Heading to God.
Because the whole point of this place is to be being I'm going to start with refinement and just
The
kind of see
link
what I get.
container has been destroyed?
What's that?
Keeps telling me my link container's been destroyed. Oh, okay. The hub has destroyed itself?
just not like life?
I don't know. It's just it just broken itself.
Doesn't seem optimal.
That's a new one on me. Build mode from here. Build mode here.
Alright, I will say this box is rather large.
Well, that was weird. I've never had that happen. But you know, I guess that whole using damaged containers thing is a no-go anymore. Sorry?
Not like you use your damaged containers?
So you remember how you used to be able to, you know, repair or not just, you know, unbroken your containers, and you didn't have to care about the link hub being broken, just as long as you had, you know, the containers not broken, and you could use them again.
Sure.
Looks like they finally done something about that. Why is the... Oh, that shit in my ship is suddenly broken.
Well, I will say we've had the 0 drop frames today. So
Nice.
the new fiber's doing okay so far. Still not entirely sure its numbers that it gives me aren't super awesome. So, and I'm currently working on container proficiency.
Okay, I need to set up damage report and see what's going on.
In 36 hours, we'll have container proficiency. Another 10% storage volume container report. Which will be the helpful.
So in other news, looks like damage report doesn't get updated anymore. So
And fortunately, I think that's going to be a new common occurrence.
yeah. Seeing if somebody...
I know a lot of people are not happy that they changed the rule at the same time. Like, from my understanding, they really needed to change it.
Looking at the changes they made, yeah, there were problems. Now it's a lot better now, and I will wholeheartedly agree it was required.
Sounds like, well, at least for now, they're saying, I guess somebody said that they read somewhere that they basically come out and said that they don't believe they're going to have to wipe now. They reserve the right to wipe if needed, but they don't believe they're going to have to at this point. So, but they have to reserve their they have to be able to set that hammer if they need to.
Yeah, well, I mean,
But technically, if you really get down to it, and somebody pointed out last night, if you play World of Warcraft, even though the game's been out, 8 years or something, it's still on the EULA that they can wipe the server at any time. Like, it's an MMO thing. Like, if the server gets so bad that it's just freaking massively destroyed, or there's just so much, wrong with the server that the only way to fix it is to do that. They basically have to have that option. It would be suicide for WoW to do that. Though. Imagine WoW wiping the server, man.
Yeah.
I could see him do it. Be like, hey, sorry, we have to wipe the server, but for $14.99, you can keep all your stuff. Actually, with their new monetary prices, it'd probably be several $1,000s. Oh, Diablo Immortal pricing, you can keep your stuff on frickin' Battle.net as long as you pay, $500,000. Peace over.
I don't know what's worse, the fact that we're making that jokes are being made about that, or the fact that you're not wrong.
The part that I was upset about is the fact that they're not jokes.
Yeah.
That's the bad part, is because it's I'm sorry, with Diablo Immortal, like the latest. Have you seen the latest numbers yet?
No, I have stayed as far away from that game as I can, because
So
you know.
I can't remember the streamer's name. As a New Zealand streamer, he spent something like $16,000 getting the first 505 gem. But then you have to figure out that in order to match your character out, you need 6 of those gems. Well, then the problem is then you need like 10 of each of those gems to like level the gem all the way up. And then once you get the gem leveled all the way up, then you need like more gems to power it up even more. So they're figuring that like $500,000 to $1 million per character to max it out with gems. And the only way to get the gems is through the store. Like, it's just completely disaster. Like, it's a level of monetization greed that, like, it's just insane. It's the same thing. It's like, well, it's everything else, right? It's next, a couple of months from now, they'll be like, oh, sorry, yeah, those weren't functioning as we needed them to. They were supposed to, so we didn't mean for it to be that bad. And then they'll drop it back to, you only need to spend $250,000 to get one. And then everybody will be like, oh, wow, you're so nice. And then all the stuff with EA, with their wonderful tweet they brought out. So now it's coming out that they have a PR firm that runs their Twitter account. It's not even somebody at EA supposedly that does it.
Well, that's a stupid bloody move because
Yeah, like that would be like me hiring somebody, having a PR firm or somebody that didn't know anything about my channel running my Twitter account. Like, what? Why would you do that? You should at least have, and then the messed up part is they have like a social media team that does nothing but runs their other social media accounts. So if you have a team, then why isn't that stuff approved? Not that the approval would have stopped it from going out, but
I might have saved them from looking like complete morons.
yeah. Well, it would also remove deniability too, right? Because right now they can be like, "Oh, it wasn't us. We didn't actually do it." Whereas if they had their approval rating went through somebody at EA, then that would have removed that if there was ever a mistake like this. Because they still have plausible deniability, right? No, we didn't know it was insensitive. They didn't know about all this background with our problems for single player games. But now it's coming out. I guess they have a Slack channel that all the devs, like employees, like talk on and stuff. And I guess at one point they were trying to figure out how to spin it. So one of the ideas that was being floated around was to have a bunch of the other studios start freaking kind of trying to make fun of it, like they were trying to like it was all part of a big joke, so that they could try to spin it in a way to like, oh no, we just made the tweet to bring awareness to a single player game. Like they were being some sort of self-aware EA or something. To which most of the employees were like, yeah, why? Don't do that. Like we like our jobs. We don't want to have to find a new job. Because that's what would happen.
Yeah, everyone wouldn't take it so good.
Well, the internet. Well, first of all, the internet. You should never do stuff like that on the internet because the internet will figure that shit out. Like people aren't fucking dumb. Like you start trying to like stuff, things like that. Like, speaking of like accents and shit like that, like which is a completely different thing. But and part of my problem with just be honest on the internet is that obviously if you have an English accent, it tend to do better on social media platforms, mostly because Americans are dumb and they think that the accents, an accent is so awesome. And accents are cool, don't get me wrong. But trying to fake an accent on a stream, that always goes real well. Because the people that have done that stuff, or faking a disability, because that's gone well. Like that stuff always comes out.
Yeah.
And not only that, all it takes is like one person. It's like, oh, what? No, that guy's not from there. I went to school with him. He went to That's like Sweet Anita had obviously has Tourette's and is trying to do a lot of work for awareness, trying to bring awareness to the issues and stuff that around that. And there was somebody out there that did have, or well, it was unsure whether or not they may have Tourette's or not. And the internet was trying to rake them over the coals. And I don't know if it ever come out whether they had Tourette's or not. But they were trying to get her to jump on the bandwagon of messing with a guy. And she's like, do you know how many people come into my stream on a regular basis and accuse me of not having it? Like, whether the guy has it or not doesn't affect me. But she refused to basically weigh in, and I would do the same. Like, I'm not going to weigh in on whether or not I think the guy's faking it or not, because who knows? That's such a wide range of a problem. Like,
Yeah,
but if
you
it
don't make
is,
fun of mental illness, even if you don't think it's true.
yeah. Well, and that's the problem is there's
It's not
such a
okay.
stigma around mental illness to begin with, that if you start trying to deny somebody that does have mental illness, like having somebody fake one and accepting them and moving on is less harmful than somebody that actually has a problem and try to tell them that they don't. Because that is very hard on that person. Because then a lot of that time it's then like, do I really not have a problem? Is it, it's hard. And that was basically her answer, was like why would I do that? But yeah, the internet is a wonderful place.
The wing that I damaged is on the back. Looks fine to me. Supposedly, I have completely destroyed a wing on my ag ship.
There's a bunch inside too.
And I've checked them all, and they're all fine. Like, I've checked all the outside and inside ones, and they're all fine. So I don't know what its major malfunction is. about it. I may have a broken wing, but I'm just gonna fly away either way.
One, you should be all right.
Why is this acting like it's stuck in a tree? God, this thing is behaving really goddamn strange.
Yeah, pick it up and move it. You have
Oh, no,
you don't
just-
have your wings aren't disconnected, I think, or disabled.
No, they're fine. I mean, I know I'm carrying the space truck on top of the whole damn thing, but like... Not that bad. Yeah, like, I can't make it turn to the left.
Yeah, blocking your adjusters, are you?
No, like, so it'll... If I turn... I can't turn anymore. What the fuck is going on?
I would relog or redo your connections, maybe.
Alright. I've flown forward a bit, and now I can turn. So, I was colliding with the trees that don't have collision. Why? I don't
Seems
know.
like a good thing to do at the time.
I'm wondering if maybe either the cargo pods or something were colliding for some reason.
Awesome. Weird.
But it was acting basically like I'd got one wedged up against the tree and I was trying to turn against the solid object. But as soon as I was away from it, it worked fine, so I just... I don't know. Yeah, ship's behaving properly now I'm away from it, so... I don't know. Chalk that one up to the weirds.
It's fun for today.
I am now chilling at Godmart.
Now, all boxes.
Nice.
And boxes.
Yeah, I got at least another hour before I have I can head up there. So stream will be well and truly over by the time I make my way up there.
Yeah. Oh, then they come with that.
Things get really quiet when the building starts.
Yeah, fortunately, I'm trying to get stuff moving around. Kind of figure out. Base. Grab a load of stuff. Need to figure out how I want to put. Because ideally, I want to put. I'd like to have more than just one XL container for intake. Is what I may do is have, a handful of XL containers for ore intake, and then have like 2 transfer units per ore to try to get the raw ore to the other storage tank to get it separated out. I need to go back and get stuff. That's how it.
Ow. Would you like a parcel container?
I think I have some.
Because I didn't know if you wanted one, because I can pick up a large for $2.40.
I'm good. I think I have an extra large that I acquired that I haven't used.
You mean the one I grabbed and put on Packstation's main platform?
Okay, so it's been used.
Would you like me to buy you a large?
I'm not worried about it, Pete.
Alright, well.
Because by the time we get up here, like, we can build like a stupidly large freaking space only freighter, right?
Well, yeah, I mean.
So just take a bunch of boxes, stick space in.
Godmart sells transponders for reasonable prices. 12K a unit, you can buy them in batches of 5.
It's not bad.
Yeah. So, on the first Sunday of the month, in an emergency, I can fly over here, dump a bunch of Quanta into Godmart, and come back with transponders if we need more. Hopefully we'll be sorted by then, but if we're not, we have a backup plan.
Yeah, so anybody doesn't know the gliders, we figured out that using a transponder will allow us to run multiple gliders at once. Like 10 gliders at once, and be able to track them and get a lot more accurate readout and make pickup and recovery a lot faster. All right, I'm just gonna slow boat back, guys. Let's go see if we can find somebody to hang out with. Today's we've been a little bit slower today, trying to get stuff set up, and we'll get the space station going and trying to get stuff up here. But I don't think you guys want to just watch me move stuff back and forth. All right, do me a favor. We're gonna go hang out with Kamiso. Tell him I said hi, and we will see you guys next week. Y'all be safe. Talk to y'all soon.